What's happening, my blocked buddies? This is Blocked Content, and we're here to analyze all of the new leaks, info, and rumors coming in from the gaming world. That's just what we do. We're Blocked Content, and as you know, we are of all things films, games, TV shows, and more. We also make animations, but today we get to talk about something very specific because everyone is thinking it at this moment. Everyone who's enthralled with the gaming world, everyone who is just a little bit of a Nintendo fan, everyone who owns a console, everyone who is interested in what consoles are doing, everybody is talking at this moment, and everyone really has a specific idea about this. We all want something from it. Maybe we all want something different from it. And I think we also all want an emotional reaction. We kind of want to be moved. We want to be surprised. We want to be wowed. And I think that today we need to talk more about the Nintendo NX. But not just about the new console from Nintendo that's very soon to be announced. The machine we know almost nothing about. And yet it is still the talk of the town for some reason. Maybe just for that reason, that we actually do know nothing about it, like almost nothing, and that's what would make people, theorize about it so much. And the whole idea of not knowing makes it even more exciting, because it could still end up being anything that we want, or everything that we want. And I've heard my friends talking like, yeah, it will probably be some sort of streaming device, and other friends say, yeah, it will probably be very close to the Nintendo 64 with having cartridges and just being a home console. And all the leaks online are saying things like it's a hybrid console and it has a docking station in front of your TV. If you put it down, it will become a console, and if you take it with you, it will be almost like a, Nintendo 3DS without two screens, probably. So everyone is thinking about something different. We know nothing, and that is a very important reason that we're making this video. We know nothing about the machine. We know nothing about the games per se. Right now, I just thought that it would be cool to kind of theorize not what it is, like the machine itself, not the games that it comes with, not the launch lineup, not the third-party support or whatever, but how it will be revealed. There are so many routes that Nintendo can take with revealing the console, so many ideas that they can use, so many unique ways to come out to the public with this very cool idea, ways to reveal it. And just, if you think about it, the one idea is even crazier than the next, right? It's impossible to think of the right way to unveil a console that could end up, changing the way people play and see video games. Because Nintendo is always pushing the envelope with how you play and how, the public perceives gaming as a whole. And I think that they might have gold on their hands again. After the Wii U, they kind of need to. I think the 3DS was kind of that with the 3D without glasses. I think the Wii was absolutely a revolution, not in graphical power at all, not even in the game's library, but simply the fact that the Wii changed how people see gaming and changed, it paved the way forward for things. And what could end up happening with this console, it's still up in the air, even, how it will be revealed. But let's just see at this moment, okay? Let's just all, sit down, think about the fact, how will Nintendo NX be announced? My first thought goes to a Nintendo Direct. Nintendo always holds these awesome events every now and then. They used to do it like monthly or bi-monthly. Now they don't do it quite as often. We had a very cool Nintendo 3DS stream not that long ago, and Nintendo actually revealed quite a lot of new games for the 3DS for 2017. I thought that was very interesting, and I thought they did a great job. We did a very cool, energetic video about that one if you want to check it out on Blocked Content. Nintendo used to do all these specific directs, a Pokemon Direct or a Smash Brothers Direct or something like a Zelda Focus Direct, and it kind of doesn't happen anymore, so it feels like they're gearing up for something, right? It feels like they're working on something that they don't want to spoil in little bite-sized hints. They just want to come out with this thing, and it kind of reminds me of this one E3, and I think it has to be maybe E3 2014 or 2013. I think it was the year that it was an explosion of announcements, and the Wii U had already come out and people were waiting for good games on that system, and Nintendo on the forehand said, hey, we're going to announce the new 3D Mario game. We're going to announce a brand new Mario Kart title, right? They already said we're going to announce Mario Kart 8. And they also said we are going to announce the newest game in the Smash Brothers series. And this is, one of my greatest memories about E3, because when that Direct played and all those announcements came, we had a little idea of what it would be, but still we were blown away by everything that it became, because not only was it a new 3D Mario game, but it was a new 3D Mario game multiplayer, right? And it showed all of the elements that come back from the series that we love, from the games that we love, but also it just paved the way for a whole lot of new adventures, new bosses, and doing this cooperatively looked so amazing, and I was very happy that they included that game on the Wii U. It was not a Mario Galaxy, it was not a Mario Sunshine or 64, but it was something that did something new with that franchise. And even though I don't think, it was that exploration based, which is what we love about it, I still think that they hit it out of the park with that one. They also announced then Mario Kart 8, which is one of their best games on Wii U that no one is talking about anymore, which is so weird. That game looks amazing. Graphically, it is one of the best looking Mario games of all time. And having that slow motion feature in the game, having, the playback, having the online play, having a very cool cast of characters that is still missing some very cool characters. And later on, we got DLC that we dreamed of, having Link in the game, Animal Crossing characters, stuff like that. And that announcement, they nailed it too. And they revealed Super Smash Brothers. They revealed that there were 2 games of Super Smash Brothers. They just hit it out of the park with that thing, and this is what it reminds me of. But now we don't have any information to go on. They have just said there is a new console. We will announce it somewhere, and it is rumored to hit in March or whatever. It's rumored to come out in March. It's also been rumored to come out in December. And what can we believe at this point? They have not said there will be a new Mario game. Of course there will be a new Mario game, because Shigeru Miyamoto has already said, we're working to, blur the lines of new Mario games and kind of do the same thing that they're doing with Breath of the Wild, which is, changing the conventions of the Mario series. And I think that, it's a no-brainer. There will be a new Mario game on the system. Will it be announced in this announcement? I don't know. If they did say it on that E3 way back when, and they don't say it now, does that mean anything, or does that just mean nothing at all? I don't know. A Smash Brothers, I don't see happening. I don't think that's important at this point, but a Direct would be the way to do that. It's a simple, live streamed event, but it's not unlike the ones we've seen. They always have some humor splashed in with the hosts, of course, of the show. They have some games in there. They mostly have a lot of games. They have Reggie, my body is ready. And I think that it's just so cool to have these personalities in these Directs. And that's what I love about them. And it's this live streamed event, so everyone is just tuning in and waiting for the announcements to come. You can't scroll further to see what the reveal was at the end. It's just live stream, so everyone, gets to experience it at the same time. And then the chat is always crazy, and the treehouse, of course, is always a big part of it. So after that Direct concludes, there's always, some sort of treehouse event where in Nintendo's, headquarters, they play one of the games that they announced, and they talk it through, and they kind of show you a level out of it or something. And a Direct seems at this point to be the most straightforward option, at least in my mind, because Nintendo just does so many of these, and I could really see them just treating the Nintendo NX reveal with just a simple Direct. I say simple, and what I mean is, they're already doing that quite a lot. So that's why I call it simple. But the thing that it has going against it, against it being a Nintendo Direct, is the sheer hype that is building around this invisible machine that no one knows what it is. Nintendo Directs are sort of, these hype trains where you have to get aboard, and you have to be, get these leaks and informations and rumors, and everyone is, sharing their stories and their ideas, and some people are making up stories and ideas. And, it's sort of a hype train in and of itself, these Directs. We just look forward to them so much, and sometimes weeks in advance. I think we've even had one where it was months in advance. Maybe one of the Smash Brothers Directs, like the countdown of 51 things in Smash Brothers. And, we look forward to these things. We already have our popcorn ready for these events. It's like sit down and, for the next hour and a half, I'm just going to be happy because Nintendo is going to show me things that I want to see. But what I think could end up happening is that Nintendo decides that maybe a Nintendo Direct might not be enough for the Nintendo, the next console, the Nintendo NX. So the idea of the console, maybe it can only be showed in a different, more interactive environment. Maybe a Direct, being, pre-recorded footage with interviews sprinkled in, so they could have everything planned out perfectly, weeks before. But a reveal that will change the company this much, it could have end up being, revealed in a much different way. And we thought about this, what if the Nintendo NX got announced at a live show event, right? Maybe it's big, maybe it's glorious, maybe it's like in the Nokia Theater or something. Maybe it's this giant event and not just a live stream thing, but an actual honest to God, you can, get tickets for it or get invited. It's a big theater. Maybe we have Reggie on stage, maybe we have Miyamoto on stage. And of course, one of the best things about that would be the hype of an actual crowd. And yes, of course, this would be live streamed as well. That would be silly not to do because everyone wants to experience this and not just see, texts come in or tweets come in like, oh, they just announced new F-Zero game, oh, whatever. I kind of think about the big Super Smash Brothers for Wii U tournament, and I think it was also 3DS. And they did that back when the game wasn't even, in stores. And everyone lined up for this big, awesome event that was live streamed, and it was done very, very well. There were just a few cringe-worthy moments in there, but it was handled extremely well. Even Sakurai came to that event and showed his interest in the actual competitive scene of Smash Brothers. So it showed people that not only do they organize this big social event, but they care about you as a gamer. And that just doesn't show in something like a Direct. That whole Smash Brothers tournament was treated as its own special thing because Smash Brothers was just so big at that moment, that hype, that they knew just creating an event for it would, fill the seats. And I think that the Nintendo NX is a lot more important than just any single game could be, right? If you think about it, it's a machine that will play all of these games and not just one game. It will, of course, be a lot more hyped than just a single Smash Brothers or Mario or Metroid. And it would definitely surprise me if they didn't capitalize on the idea of a crowd-filled reveal, right? If you think about it, that word of mouth would be crazy. And if the reveal trailer of the NX was met with actual crowd cheers that they could kind of volume down a little bit because it would be, kind of killing your ears at that moment. But the cheers, they always amp you up. And I just love watching reveal footage with an audience reaction on it. If you check back for the Super Smash Bros. Melee announcement, which was on the GameCube, you know that when that trailer released, people went actually insane. And when you watch that YouTube video, you can feel the energy in the room. You can just feel how long people have waited for something like this and how much it met everyone's expectations. And that's what made it so special. And the NX is a lot more important than just a single game. I think even the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess trailer did that. But if you think about what a machine will do in that, reveal, being just in the moment, just being there as a crowd, the cheers just do something with you. And I love watching reveal footage like that. Just think of how it will go and how big your nerves will be, right? How your body would react to, the sheer hype of what's happening, your body will not be ready. If anything, your body will be severely unready for something like that. And that, the big scary part about that is, to me, that is very exciting, because that's what the gaming world is all about, new experiences and trying new things and trying these awesome adventures that you're maybe scared to go on at first, but when you're, in them, you feel brand new. And that's what gaming does to people. And how much press and fans would be there. You just think about that. How many people would watch the event? It's just so shareable. I would totally love something like that. Now, the other idea is that Nintendo will host some sort of sessions in stores to try out NX. There have been a lot of events where, games have almost come out where Nintendo says, hey, you can play this game in select stores. Games like Mario Maker, even Smash Brothers had it at some point. Splatoon had it all over the place. There were all these different stores that just had these play sessions, and people would stand in line, maybe even for hours on end, and they would get to try out these games, which is really, really cool. But it begs the question for Nintendo NX, is it ready yet? Is that console playable yet? Are there any games on that system at all at launch? Or are we just going to talk about what it can do possibly and see some tech demo stuff? If there are games, why wouldn't we be able to play them? Or if there are cool tech demos, why wouldn't we be able to play them? I think GameStop does things like these all the time, and they did this with Smash and a lot of other games. And of course, an event like this, maybe it could also be live streamed. If it was like in Nintendo, New York City's store, that would be a big event. And if you would film that, live stream that, but it would probably be a little underwhelming and kind of lacking the punch. And it doesn't have that much of the, lights, camera action. It doesn't have the glitter or the glamour, and it kind of feels empty if you think about it. It can also serve to kind of make players at home kind of jealous that other people get to play it. If it were to just, appear on a random video, that would make a lot more sense to me. The final idea is that maybe they will announce it on like a video on Facebook. Post it, just like one of the new Zelda trailers, like one of the new Paper Mario Color Splash videos. Just post it online and have it be mass shareable, I guess. Have it be this big social thing that everyone will just share the video. That would be very good for Nintendo. Not many people share a big live stream thing, not many people, I think, share a direct, because it's just so lengthy and it's based on the moment, right? But many people share simple, quick videos, and have it be like a little tease more than just a full-blown announcement with, actual in-depth commentary. Well, I think that this is, at this point, what my thoughts will be about how Nintendo NX will be announced. So let's recap and say, alright, it could be announced in the form of some sort of live show event, kind of like a press conference in a big theater hall. That would be really special and would amp a lot of people up. It could also be announced in some sort of store session. Nintendo would host these things to, get people to try the console out at the moment, maybe live stream that, but it could make people jealous. Maybe they would post a video on Facebook or their social media channels to just say, hey, this is what it looks like, and now we're going to be silent for a little while. But the first thought was that it could be a Nintendo Direct, a live streamed event that is, gearing up the hype in sort of a similar way, but not having this big audience reaction. Now, I'm very curious what you guys think will be the way that Nintendo will announce this Nintendo NX machine. Do you have any sort of new ideas that I haven't even touched upon? Please leave it in the comments below, because I want to know this. I want to get hyped up, and I want to hype other people up. That's why we make the videos. That's why, we keep talking about Nintendo NX, because it's this invisible thing that we kind of want to make visible for you guys and for ourselves as well. So, of course, remember that we have a very special Super Mario Maker goodie giveaway, and this goodie is a Super Mario Maker magnet set for, on your fridge and stuff. You could create your very own level in, Super Mario Maker, and now you can do it in real life as well. So just leave a comment why you should be the one to get it, and you'll be able to get it. We'll just ship it to you. this was everything on how NX will probably be announced. Please subscribe to Blocked Content, and please do it, because we've just hit about 600 subscribers, which is insane to me. It doesn't sound like that much, because YouTube has been a big thing for very long, and we've just been at it for 4 months or something, not even. And having 600 subscribers at this moment is a very big milestone. And we'll just continue on. We'll just, go on like we always do. And when we hit 1,000 subscribers, which, we're over halfway there. When we hit 1,000 subscribers, we will do a big live stream event. I will be on camera and do crazy things. Also, we will give away that Super Mario Maker goodie. So please leave a comment, be awesome, and subscribe to Blocked Content. You can also follow us on Twitter. It's @SquaredThings, and I post weird thoughts that I have out of the top of my head sometimes. So would you go ahead and follow us on Twitter? Definitely click that subscribe button. Maybe leave a little like. There's a thumb icon. I get very happy if the number's high. I get very sad if the number's very low. Anyway, see you guys next time. This was Blocked Content, and until next time, my Blocked buddy.